How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are kicking off the Rainbow Max Link Showcase for LR Gogeta Blues EZA. Alright, so we do have him turn 1, but we don't exactly have the best partner for him. Well, at least this way we'll get Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Our Gogeta is in slot 2, but I mean, actually having him there is probably not the worst thing in the world, right? Let's go ahead. Let's start by taking a look at what he does. Like I said, I have him Max Links. I have him Rainbow status. This guy's a little special for me. He was the second DFB LR I ever pulled, but he was the first Dokkan Festival LR I ever rainbowed. I chased for him on Tanabata the year that they first appeared, the 5th years, because as many of you know, my first time playing this game, or at least I would say my big return to Dokkan, was Worldwide 2020, right? So I didn't have these guys until Christmas when they showed up on that banner. And I summoned for him. I didn't know any better, but I'm kind of glad I did because I got 2 copies of him at 69%. And, you know, he was kind of my go-to for a while to help me clear a lot of events. You know, I had, you know, a decent final trump card team that I was able to run with him as the lead. So I had a lot of fun running him. And then Pycon's banner came around, and I don't know how it happened, or Pycon and Janemba, whichever one he was on. And I don't know how it happened, but between Pycon's banner and then the GT Duos banner, I ended up rainbowing this guy. So, like, within my first 6 months of playing this game, I had this guy rainbowed, and it's been kind of fun. Even at rainbow status, I still kind of used him, unlike the Vegito, who I kind of set to the side. But then, I found out their EZA is just this past February, and I have been excited ever since then to test this out, because like I said, he's a special card for me. So, let's kick it off. Let's take a look at what he does. Like the Vegito, he is 140% attack and defense. He gets key 4 when attacking. He launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack as the first or second attacker in a turn. He also launches an additional attack that has a great chance of evading enemy's attack as the third attacker in a turn. He also gets an additional defense 100% when attacking, and then he transforms turn 4. So we're running him on Orange Piccolo's team here because we do kind of want to be able to, you know, we want him on a 200%, and we also want him to be able to link with the AGL Gogeta Blue, one of his better partners. Now, unfortunately, we won't be getting Legendary Power that way, which we do lose a little bit, but, I mean, it's still kind of his best partner scenario. So, yeah, we take a lot of damage turn 1, but like the Vegito, we should be fine post-super. And, let's see, we get 1 attack. We get 2, right? So we're raising attack each time we do this, which is really, really important for him. Alright, we get 3. So we get 3 attack raises this turn, right? So that's really good for him. It's going to help him stand out when turn 4 rolls around. I mean, I really do feel like turn 1 is the best place for him to show up, because then that gives him 2 turns of build, right? If he shows up on turn 2, that only gives him 1 turn to build up before he transforms. Alright, nice. He super attacks Piccolo. That's good. But, I mean, all in all, pretty impressive attack set there for turn 1. Obviously, the defense leaves a lot to be desired, but, you know, that's okay. We aren't too terribly worried about his defense. We'll just kind of heal up here. I do want to put the Goku here to absorb some of these attacks, because we do want him to be able to launch, well, not launch his active, we want his scouter up. There we go, perfect. And him not killing is actually probably the best thing for us. Excellent. Alright, and so now we have one of our better partners. At least once he transforms, he's one of our better partners. But looking here, so defense still leaves a lot to be desired, but the attack is looking quite good. So, and we have type advantage here, so we can safely stick him in front. But the attack is kind of already through the roof, which is kind of crazy. And we'll just grab that with Piccolo. So still taking a lot of damage, even though we're type advantage here. But we get the 24 key, so maybe we'll get lucky and launch enough supers to take him out. Just one. There's two. No. Okay, so really gonna have to hope for that medium chance to dodge on the Gogeta Blue here. Or, well, he's Super Saiyan Gogeta right now. There it is. Okay, but we didn't take a super. I was worried he would take a super, but we only took the normals, which means we're fine. And both of these guys will transform to blue in the next turn. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, really? He couldn't kill? But then again, he hasn't really taken any... Well, no, he took hits last turn, right? Perfect. Okay, solid. Alright, so we do have the other Piccolo coming, so we may as well do this. Yeah. So we'll save the spheres here. I want to try to avoid... getting same type spheres as much as possible where we can, simply for the fact that I don't want to get the Dokkan attack too early. That ended up happening in the Vegito showcase, which ended up hurting us. Well, maybe not really, but I mean, if we can avoid it, obviously that's better. And of course, she super attacks Goku for 200k. Nice. Thing we wouldn't want. Alright, and then next turn we can comfortably send him off, because we'll be close enough that, you know, 1 or 2 hits will get us our, 1 or 2 hits will get us what we need. Okay, cool. So we've got a little extra attack power here. So we're going to put him slot 1. So we're looking pretty hot on the attack. Defense is still leaves a lot to be desired, but remember, this turn he has a guaranteed dodge, right? On his first turn of appearance, he evades enemy's attack for 1 turn. He gets attack and defense 150%. Where are we? Keeps dropping out. We also get Key 5. We launch 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, and he has effective against all types as the first or second attacker in a turn. We get Key 7 and launch an additional attack with a great chance of evading enemy's attack as the third attacker. We also get Key 1 up to 5 and attack defense 22 up to 88 with each attack performed. He performs a critical hit when activating the active skill, or key is 24. Now, it is a shame he has such his additionals aren't as consistent as the Vegito, but his build isn't reliant on super attack, right? So he can get built up even if he ends up doing normals. So 8 million though this turn. Very, very nice having that Gamma 2 for the attack support here. Nice, we do end up getting a crit because we are 24 key. So here's what I'm talking about, right? We launched a whole bunch of normals here, but we still get the build, and it was essentially the same build we got with the Vegito. And it's probably a good thing we ended up doing the normals here, because now at least our Gogeta Blue here can get a stack off. So probably wasn't the worst thing in the world that happened. I love how the turn I'm ready to send him off, this happens. Alright. There's no attacks in the final slot there. Because of course. Alright, no super attacks this turn, which means somebody is taking a super attack. And it is a shame that there were no attacks in the final slot, because we really needed him to get that. Alright, so we could use his active skill. Obviously, we're not going to, but look how quick our attack shot up. So, let's put him here. Or we could do, he's got 70%, right? Yeah, well, let's put him here. So how are we looking here? Pretty good. That extra attack does help. Perfect. Okay, so, and then we can grab that with the Piccolo. Hopefully he actually dodges. Yeah, there we go. Watch Gogeta, AGL Gogeta Blue decide to pop off. There's one. Okay, cool. So we still get to get our extra attack. And we do get the, wow, 15 mil. Very, very surprised with that. Excellent, and that is enough to take him out. And I believe that's the last one we needed for our build, right? If I'm not mistaken. Alright, cool. So let's grab that. Oh, crap, that's not what I wanted to do. No, let's do that. Okay, so we should be solid. Nobody here should take too much damage. Yeah, no, I think Piccolo's good, right? No, not quite. Oh no, he dodged. We didn't want that. Very nice. Yeah, so I kind of feel like with playing with Gogeta a little bit here, right? Seeing as they decided not to give him the additionals they gave to Vegito Blue, I mean, I see that they gave him effect against all types, which is nice. I feel like they should have given him, they should have allowed him to keep his third slot dodges, right? Let him keep that great chance to dodge no matter what slot he's in. Like, give him something to his advantage compared to the Vegito. I feel like that would have been really, really nice. And to me, it's kind of a shame that they didn't do that, because it makes Vegito significantly better, unfortunately. Alright, excellent. Alright, now let's see if we can actually pop off this turn. 16 mil is actually pretty impressive, right? But again, with the normals, right? We're not launching any additional supers here. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do that. Okay, so we are going to get the Dokkan attack.
Time to get serious.
But we're only getting the 12 key. So I'm thinking... Ooh, okay, we missed one. I'm thinking we won't do enough damage. But I'm hoping we do just enough that we can actually launch the active skill next turn. It's going to depend on how much we... because we didn't get enough with... If you guys are watching this after the Vegito showcase, we ended up not getting enough damage to do the active skill. And I would like to be able to do it. There we go. Of course... Of course he launched... Well, okay, he's type advantage, he's fine. But of course, you know, Piccolo does a double super the turn. I wouldn't have wanted him to do it, but... Okay, I think with only the 12 key, the friend Piccolo here shouldn't kill him. Oh, thank goodness he did an additional super. Okay, cool. And we can do the active skill. So, as you guys know, he gets extra attack and defense for being in the 3rd slot. So we're actually going to launch his active skill from the 3rd slot with one of his best link partners. But I mean, look, pretty good on the attack stat. So let's go ahead. Let's do this. Wow. I was not expecting that. Oh my goodness. I guess it helped that we had type advantaged, right? I'm a little glad we did get this, the active skill for him. So while we got to see Vegito pop off with those additionals and just go nuts. It was really nice here to see Gogeta at least being able to pop off with that active skill. So I'm very impressed here, and guys, that is the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, what are your first impressions of Gogeta Blue's EZA? Like I said, for me, there's a special place for him simply because he was my first Dokkan Fest LR that I ever rainbowed, and you know, despite the fact that we hardly launched any additional supers, right, he was still putting out a crazy amount of damage. That initial 18 key attack stat was actually pretty high. A lot more than I was expecting it to be. But I think it's simply more that we were keeping him in slot 2. We also have a little more attack support on being through the Gamma 1 or the Gamma 2, you know, showing up every so often, right? So still very impressed with both of their EZAs. I think they're both phenomenal. I do think Vegito's a little bit better because that, you know, those 5 supers, they really do add up. So but Gogeta's still pretty good from what we see here. So anyways, guys, that's the video, and if nothing else, thanks for watching and aloha.